Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real on the Real. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
My name is UC.
And I'm IJ.
And I'm Dior.
And tonight we are going to be talking about The Bachelor Season 25, Week 6. All right. So, IJ, you want to do our little... theme song?
She's testing out our theme song.
This isn't gonna be final. You guys can tell us what you think.
Okay. Real on the Real. That's all I came up with so far.
That was catchy.
Yeah.
That's bopping. Okay, so
it's education.
Right. This episode started off with a bang. So it started off with MJ and Jessenia facing off, arguing nonstop, trying to talk over each other. And I think the producers were probably like, don't let her talk over you. She's not stronger than you. Don't let her get the better of you. Yeah, because they were just going at it, especially Jessenia. She would not stop arguing.
Even though my husband walked by. You chat? My husband walked by. He's like, sounds like you and your sisters. I was like, Keith, no, it doesn't. He goes, yes, it does.
Unfortunately, I missed the first 10 minutes, so I missed it. I have to go back and catch up.
Yeah. So I thought that Matt would walk in when they were arguing, but miraculously they stopped arguing before he came in. Mm-hmm. So he came in, sat down.
Ooh, you're throwing it back, aren't you?
It's just water.
It's just water. Yeah.
It's water. If you want me to go get some wine, I'll have some tomorrow.
He grabbed each of them and took them back and talked to them.
Oh, individually?
And, individually at first. Oh. And MJ was like fighting for her life. And it seems like, every bachelor or bachelorette always takes the accuser's side rather than the accusees. So it seemed like he was believing what Jessenia was saying and not really believing MJ.
The reason why? MJ looks like a mean girl to me.
She does.
She's pretty, a lot of blonde hair. Those are probably the girls that used to tease him when he was younger, wouldn't go out with him when he was younger. She was probably reminding him of his past.
I guess my question is who was right?
Jessenia was.
Okay, because honestly, I don't really remember MJ. I don't remember her doing anything. I don't really remember her.
No, they didn't show it. But they didn't show it. But they did show her, but we don't get to see everything. They did show parts of her walking with, what's her name again? Victoria. And doing the mean girl thing.
No, it wasn't. No, she didn't walk with them. They were all sitting together and they were like a group of them. They were all discussing, saying how upset they were that the new girls were here. It was a group of them. And that, he's spending so much time with them. And then all that we saw MJ say was, well, we're varsity and they're JV. And then everyone started laughing. And so from our standpoint, that's all that was said. Maybe more was said in the background, but we didn't get to see that. So I
believe more was said.
Jessenia said that that's what she said. And she really didn't say that any more was said than that. So I think Jessenia maybe blew it out of proportion. Well, either way, it was just too much drama. And for something that was unnecessary. For Victoria, I understood why she got called out. For the other girl who called the other girl escort, I understood why she was called out, but for MJ, I really didn't get it. But
it seems like every show is another person that's talking about the other people, and I see the scenes for next week when is her name Heather?
Yes.
Yeah, and then she's gonna be a victim. So I'm just like,
all the
girls are really young,
but you know what? No, this Christian. Dior, the difference is this season, people are vicious. They're not this vicious in the past
And it's usually
season.
not like this.
Yeah.
Really?
There's usually just one one mean girl, and then that's it. And then they leave, and then everyone is okay just vying for Matt's attention. Now they also threw in the new girls coming, which amped up the anger, amped up the intensity. And now we have another new girl coming, and that's going to amp it up even more.
This season seems like the girls are just so desperate this season. Everybody is crying. They want more of Matt.
Everyone's falling in love with him.
I think it's always like
that. Okay.
No, this
it's always like that.
It's more intense. Like, because that they're showing, like, these girls are like acting like he's manna on the ground, like you've been starving, and this is the only. It's just too much. This show is it's just a lot. It's a lot. But I think that MJ looks like the mean girl, and then Jessenia, she looks like, you know, a nice, sweet person. And I think that had a lot to do with it.
I don't think she is. I don't think Jessenia is that sweet. I think she's just. I don't know if she's doing it for attention, but I think she's blown out of proportion. Trying to get
well, you know what? If MJ would have said, you know what? If MJ would have said, you know what? I said that, but this is how I said it. This is the context of how I said it. I think things would have turned out different. But instead, MJ tried to pretend she didn't say it to Matt, and then she tried to say, "This is my character," but that's not your character. What you were portraying during the show. So that was the disconnect. If she would have, Cynthia told her, just say you said it and accept it and move on. But she didn't.
Okay. Well, just like The Bachelor, we're giving this too much time. Let's move on because we're giving too much time. So in the end, Dior, if you didn't see it, Matt said bye-bye to MJ, and MJ left upset and crying. And
she had beautiful curls.
Jessenia was happy. She was happy.
And that's where I came at.
Yeah. Then we go back to this rose ceremony, and then Matt comes in and gives his little speech, and his speech was kind of like a FU speech. He was like, "If you don't get a rose, that means I didn't like you. So bye."
But Matt style.
Right. I was kind of shocked because he was pretty blunt. And so then we have to say goodbye to our fallen roses. One was Maggie, the girl from Ethiopia with the beautiful
because it was like, who did he end up picking? Who was the last rose? It was Selena, right? Selena C.
No, it was Katie. Wasn't it Katie? No, it was Selena S.
Yeah, Selena S. Selena S. I am sick of her. I want her to go so bad. Like since the first
her.
What? I like her.
The like Asian one?
Yeah, I like her. I think she's super cute.
She complains so much about not getting time with him, but she doesn't do anything about it. She's just, I don't like her.
I like her.
Katie left over her.
Oh no, Katie had to go. Katie is a plain Jane. Matt was not even interested in her. She was just there. It was time for her to go.
I don't even know if he's really interested in Selena either.
Yeah,
I don't think he is. No, he's not.
Really have any one-on-one time together. I don't remember it. At least it wasn't memorable.
Maggie left, so which is sad to see her beautiful curly hair go. Brittany left, and she was looking ragged and beat. So I think it was time for her to go. Each time you saw her, she was looking like more, I don't know. She looked really cute when she first came, and then
was she the one from the second set that was called the escort?
Yeah, she was the escort one. Yeah.
I'm glad she left. Yeah. Good.
So she left, and then
Ryan.
The third person. I felt so bad for her. Because she was so devastated. Yeah, Ryan. Because when he didn't call her name, she that's her face. It was so sad. I know Dan was watching it. He watched like the first 20 minutes with me. And he was like, whoa, she is devastated. Because she really wanted to stay.
Oh my gosh. She was getting on my nerves too.
Oh no, I felt bad for her. I didn't really care
for 2 weeks.
I felt bad. I know she was she was devastated. She was.
No.
Yeah. And then, so what do you guys think about Heather coming? So what was the premise of her coming? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know either. I can't tell if she was invited or she just...
Okay, no, this is not what happened. She was not invited. As far as we know, she was not invited.
Right.
She probably reached out. Obviously, she reached out to the producers, told them she wanted to come on the show.
She knew where it was at.
What?
Right. Because she knew where it was at.
So obviously, she reached out to the producers, told them what she wanted to do, and they thought, great, some more drama. Come on, girl, come on over here and cause some more drama. So she drives up, and the gate calls Chris down. He comes down and he acts surprised. Oh, I gotta take this to the back up. I gotta take this to the higher up people to see if she can come on in. Hey, have you been quarantined? Because it looks like you've been quarantined. How do you know she's been quarantined unless...
How does it look like she's been quarantined? And she just said, I just took a test this morning.
Right.
That means she hasn't gotten the results yet.
But he knew she'd been already in quarantine because he goes, you're deep into this, huh? And she's just like, yeah. And so he goes, well, let me take it back up and, we'll come back to you. And I thought to myself, first of all, you have to have known him before this. There's no way you never...
But he said he didn't.
He said he never met her?
Remember,
yeah. He said he met her, but he never dated her. But also, when she got there, when he saw her, she said, nice to meet you. I don't know if she was being sarcastic or...
I think she was being sarcastic and funny, because if you see her and you never met her, even if you talk to her, you'd be like, oh, hey, good to see you. But no, he fell over, laughing and carrying on, childlike, laughing and carrying on. So that made me think, okay, they know each other more than what they're pretending. And maybe this is why we're not seeing him have a real connection with anybody. Because this is the first time in Bachelor. So at all. Well, this is the first time I've not seen a connection. Like, there's no real definite person that, oh my God, these are the top three. There's none. Yeah. I don't know who to pick. But
I think we have an idea. He likes the girl. What's her name? That he danced,
Abigail, the deaf one, but Abigail.
Yeah,
he likes her.
Oh no, the one who went to the carnival, Abigail.
Piper.
Carnival. Piper, and then the girl he took on the shopping spree, and the girl who is half Persian. So, I don't know if she's the. I think there's 4 girls he's really into. The teacher, Piper, the girl he took on the shopping spree, and the girl who he went on one of the first one-on-one where she's half Persian, half Black.
Well, we'll see. He seems to fall. No, then there's also the balloon girl and the girl he gave a rose to twice. Is that the teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the teacher.
Well, let's go back to Piper for a minute because we just shot all up ahead. Let's go back to Piper and pardon me?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out who the half Persian girl is.
She's in there. Now, I'm happy that he went on a date with Piper. She wanted to go out with him so bad last episode. And she actually did something about it, She went during that farm thing, grabbed him and was kissing on him, and he was kissing her back. Like, really, like it was like a real kiss.
She was the one that was doing her little interview.
And then he ran up to her, and then they kept on kissing,
and
like
she was
so happy.
Yeah. So when she got that date, I was like, "You go, girl! Now you're telling people this is what you got to do to get your man. You have got to give of yourself, something other than just sitting there praying that it happens." Mm-hmm. So I was happy to see them go, and I thought it was a cute date.
It was super. Yeah, they looked like they were really into each other. That was the first time where Matt seemed, at least to me, that he was really into the girl. He seemed happy. And
beautiful couple.
Oh yeah, really beautiful couple. Their kissing seemed genuine.
I did.
Yeah, she looked beautiful. And when they were watching that group sing, the song was beautiful, and they looked so enamored with each other. It was really nice. I was happy for them.
But don't you think that, and I think too, for me, this is one of the first times that he looks like truly happy. But my fear is that he does this with everybody. So every girl thinks that she's special. They do. They all think they're special.
One thing that I noticed though is she said she was falling in love with him. You know, this time I was like listening and he didn't say it back.
Right.
So
No,
I felt like, okay, maybe he's being honest. So I was like,
right, yeah.
But he said to the other girl, I'm feeling you too. You know, he reciprocated with the other girl when she said, I'm falling for you when they went on that date. This time,
episode.
Right. This time I did notice. So I was happy that she got the rose at the end of the date. I thought that was really special.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And then next they went on their bowling dates. And then I had left.
Well, you're missing a big thing. Katie and Serena C. They're arguing.
Oh, that was like, that was a mess. It was so unnecessary. I didn't understand what
Serena C. I can tell you why. Serena C. was angry because of Katie. It's taking away time that they each.
No, it's not because of Katie. It's because Serena C. is not doing anything to get any attention from Matt.
I know, but that's not how she's seen it.
No, that's not it at all. So because of Katie, they missed two.
That's what I'm saying.
A rose. They missed two cocktail parties.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance to interact with him. And
right, so that's why she's upset. And
but she wouldn't have done anything during those cocktail parties anyway.
We don't know that girl. We don't know.
We know from past experience. Yes, we do.
I know. I love her hair.
I know her hair is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. Yeah, you're right, IJ. That's why she was upset.
Yeah.
And also, Katie is so smug. She's so smug. She thought she had this special connection with Matt because she was tattletaling on people. I don't know how people think that's going to give you a special connection.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And most of the time, the bearer of bad news is the one that's always like looked at.
Well, because after you've done it a couple of times, and it's like, okay, maybe you're the problem. So I get that. Just trying to get rid of some of them.
But I was surprised at Serena C. because. And this is what we talk about, stereotypes, you guys. I was surprised at Jelena because she's Asian. She's Middle Eastern.
Who's Jelena?
What's your name again?
Yesenia?
Yesenia, yeah. Because she's Asian. You know, she's Indian or Pakistani. She's one of those. Yeah, she's one of those. So so we assume that she's gentle.
I thought she was Latino.
No, she's not Latino.
We don't know what she is. She's racially ambiguous.
Just saying from her appearance, but I think she is.
She's racially ambiguous.
So we assume that she's gently bred.
Please don't start spreading stereotypes.
I'm not. I said what I said was that sometimes we judge people by their appearance. I judged Serena C thinking she's Asian because she would be gentle and nice and, non-confrontational. We were wrong. We were wrong on both of those girls because both of those girls.
You were wrong. Don't put us in it.
You guys were surprised.
You're on your own.
Our mouths are.
Well, I don't care. I'm just saying that's a stereotype that we quickly get. Like if I would have seen sister on there and she was going off, everybody would expect her to be going off. But it was those two that were going off. And I was like, wow.
But if you notice, Selena wasn't as amped up as Katie was. Katie got super amped really quickly. And Selena, tried to remain calm, and then she got amped up as
they were yelling so loud that the girls down below were able to hear them. That's how they were screaming then at each other.
Right.
Wow. Right. But you know what? And it takes a lot of nerve. Somebody pumped Katie up. Katie was up there, and Serena C came down and sat down, was talking about her, and Katie came right down and sat right behind her. I was like, boy, y'all are some bold. Y'all are some bold girls. And she continued to talk about it. I was like, my goodness. But yeah, so that was, I thought that was intense. And once again, more arguing.
Right.
Like, I wonder, is Matt seeing all this?
No, he's not.
You don't think that they're showing him this stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now the group date when they went bowling, and I had left to go to the bathroom, and then IJ was like, and I came back, and she was like, I heard her say, "What is he wearing?" And then I turned to the TV, and Matt's outfit, I was like, hell to the no.
My mom was like,
paying attention.
Oh, you should have, girl. Oh, Mommy Mercy was like, my mom was like, I like the blue shirt, the blue and white shirt. It's a light color. I was like, who cares about the shirt?
But he was wearing a bowling shirt. It was those jeans, those high water.
It wasn't even jeans.
They were jeggings.
Christian.
Jeggings.
It was jeggings.
No.
It had to be. I never seen.
So you know what?
I never seen nothing like it before.
Listen, I have to apologize to Matt James. I have to apologize to him because I have been ragging on him on his haircut. I have been ragging on him on his choice of clothing. And I've come to realize that it's not his fault. It is ABC's fault. Because while I was looking at him, I was like, this can't be real. This grown man cannot be dressing like this on his own. So I went to his Instagram and I scrolled down and he looked normal. He had a good haircut. Okay. It was all the way down with a fade. Like it was shaved. It was okay. It was still a little thick, but it wasn't like up to here. It was shaved all the way down. His hair into a fade. It wasn't these wavy thin things. And his jeans were tight, but they weren't leggings. And they weren't high waters, and they weren't rolled up into peg legs. So ABC did this to this guy, and we had been bashing him. And I apologize.
I'm sorry, man.
Matt, look at me. I am sorry. I'm sorry.
I rarely say I'm sorry. It's not in my vocabulary.
I will attest to that.
But I'm going to say it. I was wrong. The other day, do you see how I wrote you a text and said, you were right?
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
And she's like, oh, okay. I was like, but no, you're right.
Yeah.
That's just a shame. They've been making him dress like he's from the country barn in the 80s.
No, 60s. I don't get it. You know,
yeah,
but
you're right. 60s.
Now we know. So I will, when I see the rest of the ugly styles that they put him in, I will ignore it. I will try not to comment. I don't know if I can.
I will not ignore it. I will talk about it. But
okay, I will do then.
Yes, you will too, because we should find out who his stylist is and let them know. Right, you need to stop that out right now.
Right now. That nonsense. All right. So the bowling, felt bad that the girls who won another competition, victors were chosen. They thought they were getting a special, group date, but then they ended up getting nothing, just like all the other. So, but it seemed like it was still a good night. And the girl who went in the hot air balloon.
I think that the reason why he invited those girls, I'm just putting it out there, was because maybe he knew that. No, he didn't know Heather was coming because he acted way too surprised, didn't he?
No, he didn't know she was coming. No.
Yeah, he didn't know. So no, he was just being nice. Okay. Yeah. He probably felt sorry for everybody because do you think that ABC said we're not going to do rose ceremony? We're just going to go straight into the thing that he agreed. Yeah, cocktail hour. And he just had to agree.
I think so. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it seemed weird that there would be 2 canceled cocktail hours
in a row.
Before the. Yeah.
Christian, Adio, are you bored?
So now.
No, I'm just listening. It's
now
like,
we get to Katie.
I'm ready to talk
did you
about Katie's date. So
yeah, this is where we're at. We're at
Okay.
Katie. So what did you guys think of Katie's date with Matt? I, for one, was happy to see Tyler. That is a beautiful man. So I was glad to see that he was back, and
I don't know who
it was
he
good
is.
to see his bond. Yeah, he was on Hannah B's season. He was a contestant, and he's best friends with Matt.
I
And so
saw that.
yeah.
Okay, so the date idea, I thought it was fun. Like, it was a nice, fun date. I still didn't really get, like, maybe that's just who he is, but I just feel like I just don't get like a genuine feel. Like, even when he's having fun, it just seems like over the top, kind of like just laughing.
You mean like
exaggerated moves and stuff? I'm just like, okay, it wasn't that funny, you know?
What did you think about when he meets Katie each time, how she jumps on him?
That's crazy. It's too much.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. It's too much. I agree.
It's too much. But I agree with you. Everything's over exaggerated. Okay, instead of just hugging somebody, he'll be like, everything is like over the top.
Yeah, when he hugged, what's his name, Tyler, I was just like, what? Like, he was just like kind of moving him around and stuff. I mean,
and like who hugs that long? Friend. Have you seen men hug that long? I was like, how much longer are you gonna hug? Yeah. And then when he went, what man puts oil in his hands and then goes to massage another man?
He was, you're taking it too far now. He was just joking. Because the other girl the lady was massaging him.
But it would have been better for the girl to massage him.
No, that's not the joke. That's not what's funny. So he put like a ton of oil in, and then he tried to sneak and massage. But as soon as he laid his hands on Tyler, Tyler knew right away, and he didn't look too happy, to be honest.
But I think that Katie funny. And his date seemed fun. Their date seems fun.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to
prank somebody.
Masseuse, act different things. I thought that was funny.
And Tyler put up with a lot, because if somebody was taking that roller and cranking it all to the back of my neck, I'd be like, yeah, and she was doing it hard too.
I thought it was funny like that, because I don't know, do the masseuse, like for men, do they like rub their chest or whatever? I'm pretty sure they don't squeeze their nipples, but do they like massage their chest? I don't know.
But he should have been like, what the fuck? I wonder, did he say anything? And they cut it out.
He didn't even look like he enjoyed it or anything. He wasn't like, oh, like he didn't. Maybe they do rub their chest. I don't know. But he didn't look surprised or anything. So one time I got a massage, and I feel like the masseuse like kind of squeezed my butt, and like I was like, oh my god.
Was it a male or female?
It was a male.
Female.
It was like this white guy, and I was just like, but the thing is like I was doing I had gotten my mom a massage for Mother's Day, and I got her like I guess it's a couples massage, but like for two people, so she could go like her sister or a friend or something, but she didn't want to go with me, so I went with her. But I was like, I think I asked her afterwards, I was like, did the person touch your butt? Because I don't think I remember ever having a massage where they touch your butt, or like we cover that beforehand not to touch my butt, and maybe I did that time. But I was just like, that's a little weird.
I've never had a massage.
What?
Oh, really?
No, have you, Jenna?
Yeah, I have. I don't like them unless they're really deep tissue massage. I don't like the soft, gentle massage, because I'm just like, just stop. It has to be like really deep tissue.
Then, I usually get like firm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been there. Nice. I don't know how comfortable I would be with somebody massaging me. I think that I would rather go to physical therapy and let them do a deep tissue massage, because then it's clinical. And better than, and I always want to go to a chiropractor. I think I'm finally just set appointments to go to a chiropractor.
You should.
Yeah. So I want to ask Dior this question. What did you think about Katie's outfit at the dinner?
I don't remember it. I don't know.
How could you not see the outfit? Like, I was just like,
I'm guessing it was hideous.
She was going to the grocery store, not even the library. Like, when she got the axe, I didn't feel sorry for her. I'm like, if you're going to wear that to a special dinner, then yeah, girl, you need to go.
I was really surprised, though, because I hadn't seen, like, he hadn't dismissed anyone like that, right? Like,
no, he hadn't. I wasn't surprised. I told you, Chenna, at the beginning when they were first getting ready to go, I said, this is one of those dates where he's getting rid of somebody, because it's that friendship date, you know, just like the last Bachelorette did. And so that's why I said he's getting ready to get rid of somebody.
Yeah, they had that vibe, that friendship vibe. Yeah. It was never.
But he was talking to her, and she was all.
And then he brought out that rose, talking to her. Why did he have to pick it up? Why did he have to pick it up?
Why did he have to pick it up?
That was mean.
Okay, you're trying to go to me like you're gonna give me. I'm Katie. And you're talking to me, and then you break the news, and then he goes, but
Katie, I just don't feel that vibe with you. You know, I feel it's more of a friendship vibe. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give you the rose tonight. Do you want me to walk you out?
All right, nah, I don't need you to walk me out.
No, I'm like, look, I didn't get to eat yet, so I didn't have my dinner yet. So after I eat, you can walk my ass out. How about that?
I'll pull what was her name? Naya on what was
Ready to Love.
Ready to Love, yeah. Go home to my boyfriend. Walk yourself out. Like, you took me on a whole date, and she was excited about that date because it was like between her and Selena.
Right. And she got the date Selena.
Yep. Yeah, I know Selena was like, I know she was excited.
Right.
You know who I think is going home next? And if she goes home, I have to seriously consider if I'm going to continue.
Is she the bald-headed girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be back on the show, you guys.
You will.
No, I can't take it. She deserves at least one date. She does. She deserves it.
I honestly don't feel like they have any real chemistry. Anytime.
Well, then quit kissing on her.
Huh?
Quit kissing on her then. Every time there's a rose and a group date, he kisses her all the time.
Yeah,
He gives her those love words and so forth. Every single time on a group date, she opens up to him.
Well, then why is she saying, be patient with me. I got to break down these walls. There ain't no time to be breaking down the walls. You need to be open if you want to continue.
Chelsea, if you're listening, it's already too late. But don't break the walls down, because he's not going to pick you. As beautiful and gorgeous as you are, Chelsea, he's not going to pick you. Don't break the walls down and be vulnerable for him.
Well, that brings me to this next point. Who, like, at this point, maybe we're like mid-season, who do you think he's going to pick?
Good question.
It's hard. That's really hard.
I already know who I want, who I think he's going to pick.
I think it's between Piper and the shopping spree girl.
What's her name?
The shopping spree girl, I don't know. She seems really young. They all seem really young.
They are. They're all like 24 or less.
And Matt's 29, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the teacher seems mature. She seems mature.
Yeah, and he gave her a rose twice.
I don't know how old she is.
He gave her a rose twice, and I thought that was really impactful.
It's something about her that I just don't really feel like fits well with him. I don't know what it is.
I do. I'm just not going to say because I don't want to hear the public.
I mean, what are you going to say? Her race?
No.
Oh, what?
Nothing. Mm-mm. I told you before you turn it. I'll tell you after the show. For those of you guys that want to know, I'm not saying it because y'all will just probably stop watching the
well, show. Comment below what you think IJ is thinking the reason is.
Yep, there's something
Let
about
us know your thoughts below in the comments.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
What do you guys think about Heather coming? Do you think he's going to keep her or do you think he's going to send her back packing? I think he's going to tell her to leave.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know anything about her like from the previous season or whatever other season she was on. She just seems like a lot. Like, so yeah.
No, I don't think she's a
I think he's too nice to send her packing, but I mean I think she may on one round and maybe leave.
That would be so unfair.
Well, I can tell you this. Heather looks different than Heather from the other season. Her hair is full, it's blonder, right. It looks nice, doesn't look raggedy. She has some beautiful extensions in. Right. And her teeth has been done.
Now I have to look her up.
Yes, and her makeup looks on point.
A lot.
The dress was not cute.
Yes, and even her face looks a little
I remember that dress because it was like creeping me out a little bit.
Oh, the dress did? All those little dots.
Yes, that's what it is. It looked like little puff paint on the.
Yeah. And remember when you know what she was doing when she put that pizza on her head and was trying to do the dance thing? Yeah, she put a pizza box with pizza.
When did she do that?
She was in the hotel room going stir crazy. So she took a pizza, put it on her head, and was trying to balance it while she was going down and trying to dance. That's a thing on Instagram. Women are putting bottles of water or cups of water on their head, and then they're twerking down low and without spilling the water. I was just like, she was just doing the most. She was doing the most. But I mean, you're bored. What are you going to do, you know? Right. So you guys think that he's going to send her home?
I think that would be the right thing to do. They are 2 weeks from hometowns. Like, he's not going to build a connection with her in 2 weeks.
But what if there's someone he really doesn't like? Do you think he would keep her like at least a week or so? Like if there's someone he's just like, I know it's not going to work out, so I'm going to let them go.
But that would
keep her just for the.
But that would read really, really bad to the girls that are there. It would be like, what are you doing today?
Are we talking about feelings or ratings, Uchenna?
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Are we talking about feelings or ratings? And I don't see them as a couple. They don't make a cute couple. And why does she like him so much? That she would drive all the way here.
Why do any of these girls like him so much? Like,
well, he's the only male specimen left in the world, in their world.
Yes, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that like once again. What?
To say who he's signed up with.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of hard. I don't think it'll be Abigail. I don't think it'll be her, even though he has like a little bit. I don't know. Maybe Piper.
I don't think Piper, even though they make a beautiful couple, I don't think Piper. I think it's going to be the girl that first professed that she loved him. She's kind of plain Jane, but not plain Jane, straight hair. I forgot what her name was. And the one he took out, the one he took to the shopping spree.
Who did he take out?
Plain Jane.
Was it Rachel?
Beautiful.
Was it Rachel?
I don't know her name.
But she was pretty, but not like flamboyantly, like exotically pretty.
I think she's gorgeous. I think her
she's
eyes
just like
just wow.
I mean, she's okay. She's just okay. but I think it's going to be her because she has that good girl vibe. I don't really see her yelling or screaming or something about her. And she was the only one that he said, I'm feeling it too. Remember when they were talking it over dinner? So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's going to be her.
I gotta see who that is because I don't know.
Or it could, at this point, really, we're just guessing because it could be none of them too.
Oh, is that an option?
He's gonna pick
it's an
someone
option. You don't have to be with someone.
because the last person who didn't pick anyone got crucified. So I don't think that's ever happening again.
So you told me the last time that people separated. Well, everybody, right. I just want to tell
you frozen?
You guys got to watch for tomorrow.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you guys got to watch for. I got to tell you guys this. So I was working out this morning, and I just happened to watch a little bit of Married at First Sight Australia. Okay, I watched both episodes.
Is that the one where a guy Married at First Sight? Is that the one where the guy said he was a virgin, like he lost his virginity?
Yeah, in Australia, yeah. The production on that show
is good.
It's much more money.
Oh yes, it is. A ton more money.
Yes,
so,
they put
So this is actually what the season you're watching right now is the first season. They aired the second season last season during the last season of Married at First Sight. So the weddings were out of like whatever wedding magazine there is. The weddings were absolutely
beautiful. Gorgeous. I was just like,
really?
Yes.
And
you know what? They didn't spend 7.5 hours on the weddings.
Right. Yeah.
No, they didn't. And these people don't mind bringing drama. I was just like, it took away from the authenticity of the show. Right. I prefer our Married at First Sight because it's a serious show of trying to get people together. This one is like a drama.
Real Housewives type of.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, the first one, the Filipina girl and the American guy, her brother was like, they were arguing and yelling at each other during their family dining before the wedding. And at the wedding, they're like, hold your peace, and he raised his hand and he's like, you better take care of her. I mean, like it was, and the guy had cancer and the brother was yelling at him and getting his face outside. And he was just
the groom had cancer?
Yeah, previously had cancer. And beat it. Yeah. And the Filipino brother was talking to him saying, my sister deserves happiness and she deserves this and that. And he goes, well, I deserve it too. And he goes, why'd you break up with your last relationship? He goes, because I got sick. Oh, so when my sister gets sick, you're just going to be like, oh, I got the flu. I got to break up with you. Is that what's going to happen? Da-da-da. He goes, no, I was really sick. And you could tell he didn't want to say what. And he finally goes, I'm sick. And he goes, oh, if you're sick, you're going to stick by her side. He goes, I would, but I had cancer and I had to take care of myself. And he's like, he just stopped. Like all the drama was just like, he goes, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be here to help you. Yeah. Then they had this other marriage, the Indian guy, American and an Australian woman. She was waiting and waiting. Well, first of all, she was 2 hours late. She overslept. And it had to stop in the middle of the highway, had a guy pull over because she couldn't remember where her wedding gown was. Her wedding gown was folded up in a suitcase.
Was she drunk?
No. And she's 39.
Why is that like that?
She's 39. Because this show, people are usually younger.
Did she look 39?
Yeah, she's 39. And so that she's at the altar. She got there late. She was apologizing to everybody as she walked up. And then she's like, where's he at? And then finally he comes up. He's riding in a horse. He's riding a horse with those big caravan things over his head and people walking next to him. And the horse is decorated and so forth, Indian style.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this other marriage, this girl was like
happy?
Yeah, he was happy. I was like, so this other marriage, this one was shocking. The girl is an Australian Instagram influencer. Mm-hmm. And she was tired of guys looking at her just for her body. And they ask her out for a date and then they eventually just leave, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, she wants somebody that's a real person. She wants to be married and so forth. And her dad and brother are just like, this isn't right. This isn't right. And so the guy at the altar is a regular looking kind of guy, kind of dorky, kind of, you know, but not ugly, but just kind of dorky, kind of, and tall and kind of dorky. And the bridesmaid said, oh, that's not her type. And then he goes, I can hear you.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And I was just like, I had to put the TV on pause. I was so embarrassed for him. And then she came up and she was being super nice. And yeah, I mean, but she was super nice. And then they had their dinner. And then his best friend started to talk about how they used to go out drinking and getting Viagra and all this other stuff. I was shooketh and said, yeah. And then, you know, he couldn't find a woman. So he ended up doing a man.
What? The groom did?
Yeah, that's what the guy, his best friend, was saying at the wedding.
Was he kidding?
And then the father said, outside now.
Oh.
So took him outside. He goes, man, he's just lying. He's lying. He goes, I don't even go out to clubs or bars. He goes, I live in a farm. I own a farm. Da, 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 da. And he was like, what kind of best man do you have? He goes, I don't know. I was like, so this season is going to be like, crazy. Yeah, they cheat on each other, don't they? You see?
I think the couples. So they I think each week they all meet together and have a dinner, all the couples, and I think two of the couples end up hooking up or something like that.
Two different. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or like a man and a woman from two different couples end up hooking up.
Yeah. And then was that the season where they had the lesbian couple?
That was the second season.
Yeah, they had a lesbian couple, and the one wasn't attracted to the other. Did they end up staying together?
Are you gonna watch it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that season looked like it had too much drama. I was like,
actually, well, yeah, it did actually.
And all the women looked the same.
Yeah, tattooed up Australian.
She looks.
There was only one girl.
Look. I don't like face. That's my man. That's how it was. They all had lip injections. Even the lesbian women. I was just like, did y'all go to the same plastic surgeon?
The one thing about Australian women, they love their tattoos. They are all tatted up.
Really? Tribal, you think?
Yeah. No. Just regular tats. And then they also like tats on their thighs, the front of their thighs.
Really?
Yeah, big tats on the front of their thighs. Yeah. At least from the show, that's what I saw.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, all right, ladies. It is late. And we got to
we will be back on Wednesday to do Married at First Sight, and it is going to be, I can't wait to see it.
Yes, I'm excited. Yes, we're going to find out who Chris's baby mama is.
Yes. My mom told us.
Wait, don't tell the viewers. Let them watch it and see.
Okay. Well, it's in the commercials. I know. My mom was like, I told you I didn't like him for the very minute he opened his mouth. I was like,
yeah, he's not there, man.
So, all right, guys, it's been real. And we will see you in 2 days.
Right. Dior, take it away.
Please, if you love this, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Maybe we can get a song for that too, IJ. Work on that.
All right. She is so